Okay. We see Sam Allardyce going back into football. Everton getting a new manager just in time for the derby, of course. How do you feel about seeing him coming back into football management? Is it a character that you like and you respect?
Yeah, of course. With Sam, I have kind of a history when he was at Sunderland, and he said something after the game, and I'm not sure about anymore. But then he had to row back or something like that. Not for me, obviously, only because we are all in the public. Then he was a manager of the English national team with a very good relationship in this short term, and so now he made obviously a little bit of holiday and recharge the batteries, and is back on track. I'm happy for him. It's good for us when Everton is in a good moment. It shouldn't be in a better moment than we are, but in a good moment is important for us, I think, for the whole city, and so I'm happy about that. Yes.
One manager who's not very happy is Mark Hughes after the game against Stoke the other night. He said this morning that he's still very angry about the penalty inside of Mini Lane. He says that the referee maybe made such a fundamental mistake, in his opinion, that referee should be refereeing this weekend. So you had a little bit of time to think about what happened there. What are your thoughts on that?
First of all, I think it was the first time in that season that we were lucky in a situation, to be 100% honest, but I have to admit that we were lucky. I saw it after the game when I gave the interviews. I was 100% sure it was the right decision, because I thought Joe Gomez was in a different position in this moment, so I didn't realize from my point of view that it was pretty much a 100% goal after that. It would not have been a penalty, it was outside the box, but yes, if there's a red card for Simon Mignolet, we cannot probably not argue, and so I understand that he's not happy about that decision 100%, but that's pretty much all. I don't think that refs need to be more punished than they are already in the situation after the game. Everybody's talking about them all the time. The best thing after the game is that nobody is speaking about the referee. That doesn't happen too often, but and I know we are all emotional involved in the game. It's all about, you want to have fair decisions, stuff like this, but it's always a point of view. The refs decide like they do, and it was very often for us in this season that it was not for our fortune. This time, I said first time, yes, we were kind of lucky. So I respect and like Mark a lot, so I can imagine that he thinks that was a very decisive moment in the game. Yes, probably. But that's how it is. We had a lot of these situations during the whole season so far, and now we take this like we took all the other things.
Just finally for me, Mo Salah doing a fantastic job again. Obviously, he's been compared in some reports to Luis Suarez in terms of the effect that he's having on Liverpool. Are you surprised at all at just how well he's doing so far, and how well he's settled in Liverpool?
Look, for me it's a little bit difficult, because I'm a very positive person, but it's not. We talk always about the last game or the last games, and I'm sitting here. I'm only interested in the next game. So yes, he's obviously in a good moment. Hopefully, he will stay in a good moment. That's much more important for us. And no, how could I be still surprised about his impact? So he's now here for a few months already, and was from the first day involved in everything in the team, and very open. For all the things, and for him, new things we did in training, different intensity of the league to Italy, but he played already on highest level the last 2 or 3 years, only in another country, and maybe it's a surprise for English people that if you are good in another league, you can be still good in the Premier League. So that's of course what we were hoping for when we signed him, and that we got it. It makes it makes it even more, or makes it even better. But as all players in the world, you need the other players to be in the situation you are. Yes, it was a fantastic move, dribbling and cross from Sadio for the first goal, and then it looked quite cool and relaxed when he finished it. But Mo knows it for himself that you need to be in a good moment to take a ball like this, and that it looks like this. You can have exactly the same situation 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in your career, and it will look always a little bit different. I was very happy that he could do like he did it, and so all good in this moment.
Damien? Fraser mentioned the comparison with Suarez. Do you see Salah?
I'm not interested. I respect Luis Suarez a lot. He's a Liverpool legend, fantastic player, still fantastic player. Like his attitude, style of play, but he's not a Liverpool player anymore. And it's not that I have to compare players and impact different players. We have a lot of players that have a big impact on performances. So that's a story for newspapers, for social media. It's nothing. I'm not a little bit interested in that.
You don't get a vote player of the season, but is it already on target perhaps to be a contender for that?
Yeah, for this you need to, that's a word, the very important word in this thing is season. So we are not even a half of the season, so yeah, if we can continue like this, then probably is in the choice, in the mix-up, and hopefully it will be like this, but there's a few yards to go still.
What have you made of Brighton and their progress in their first season of the Premier?
The preparation for a game, I always try. I'm not new in the league anymore, but there are a few clubs where I didn't play so far, so I tried to find out a little bit about the city and stuff like this. And yesterday I found that we have the Brighton Cup in Brighton, obviously, in a very lively supporters club, and watched the video. It was very nice. So thank you for your support. It's cool. So we are coming now. That's the one thing. The other thing is Brighton is a really strong side. They have all the good things what you have when you get promoted after a difficult period the year before, and then you do it next year, and it's a really strong group of good players, good new signings, not a lot, but a few very important ones like Gross, the German guy from Ingolstadt, fantastic player. I know him for a long time, and so it together with the manager, obviously it fits really well together. They are not a counter-attacking side or a long ball side only, but they have all this stuff. They have the unbelievable quick wingers for the counter-attacks. Yes, they defend deep, and together then they play long balls, but they play football as well because they have the skilled players for that. So it's a mix-up. It's was a very interesting analysis, to be honest, yeah, they had a few very good results already this season, and even when they lost it, there were no high results. That's not that anybody, not City at the first match day or United or whoever, but it was never easy, and so we should expect that it will be not easy for us, but we are in a good moment as well, and we should use that. That's the target for that game.
Michael? The hectic schedule in December, so many games in a really short space of time, and you've already started making changes to the team, like most Premier League managers. How do you go about making those decisions? Is it what you see in training and matches? How much of it is down to what you discuss with the medical and the training staff?
So, yes, discuss with the medical stuff. I don't discuss too much with them because they gave me information. I have to accept it. There's nothing to discuss about, and no. But that's of course the first talk. I need to know who is in the mix-up and who I can think about. And the moment when I know that, then I can make the lineup. So, and the lineup is always. So, to be honest, in the sessions we have in this moment, there are not too many. But of course, every player has to show me every day how much he wants to be involved. So that's what the players are doing, and when they do that, then it depends to the opponent, it depends to the moment, it depends to the last game, it depends to the break to the next game. A lot of things what have influence on my decision, and but the best thing is you have 24 players to think about, but unfortunately that's really not often the case. So so far it worked okay. I said after the game, if you can make, I can make each decision in football. The only thing is I need to win. My team need to win afterwards. If we don't win, then it was absolutely wrong decision. If we win, then people think, oh, okay, not too bad. So, but we all know that always after the game and not earlier.
In terms of league position, in an ideal world, you'd be top of the table now. But you you're well positioned, and I think most people accept that there aren't too many teams in the Premier League that can go out and win 6 or 7 games on the trot, and Liverpool are one of them. I think you won 4 of your last 5, so you're well positioned if you can put that run of games together to be in the mix.
Yeah, we need to. There's no other chance to be in the region where we are than winning the games. So we have to do that. We know that, but we knew it before the season. I knew it when I came in October 15. So that's how it is. There's nothing. But I'm happy to have a team which makes it more likely to do things like this. It's not that I'm genius or whatever, or managers of other teams a little bit lower in the table are worse or whatever. So I have a good team around. That's true. But we need these players. We need the quality of the players, and then we can make our plans, and then we have to carry on. And then there should be no doubt about motivation. We know about our responsibility, and we want to achieve the maximum. The maximum in this season. We will see what it is. I said a few times, if City keeps on going winning like they do or did in the last few weeks, then there's no chance for anybody. But that's not our problem. Our situation is good enough to work with it, and but that doesn't make the next game easier. It's still Brighton, and they are still as well in a good moment. It's an away game in the Premier League. Even if it looks like a few teams can win a few games in a row, you look at the results. They win after 97 minutes. They win with lucky decisions, whatever. So it's not that it's a game, and before the game you know already how it will end. I watched the game later back, Arsenal Huddersfield 5-0 looks like absolutely clear, and then you watch the game and it was early 1-0, and then Huddersfield could be 1-2 up, maybe should, not sure, and then at the end it's 5-0. Things can happen, so you only have to be prepared for the problems you will get in a game. There are a lot, and the better you are prepared for that, the better you can react. The better you can react, the more likely is that you will win.
Any influence
Yeah. So it looks like Jurgen Klopp is out. After the game, he had a problem. He felt something muscle-wise. We have to make the final assessment, but it doesn't look like he's available for tomorrow. That's pretty much all we have. But okay, Adam Lallana still building up the fitness, and Ragnar Klavan was ill. Hopefully he isn't anymore, especially in front of when you think about Joel Matip's situation. So it's not that I have a big choice to make in defense. So that's the situation. But hopefully even get a few knocks how it is after a game, and it's just the shorter part of the week with Wednesday, Saturday, so not a long time to recover from different things. So final decisions will be made after the session at 3 o'clock.
No time? No? Back to you, Fraser, for the last one.
So just wondering, obviously the World Cup draw is going on later on this afternoon. Is that something the players have talked much about at all?
Not to me. Not to me. No, no. It was not. I don't believe in winning the tournament because of the draw. So it's like it is. It's exciting, and everybody's who is really involved in the World Cup will be a little bit more excited about it. It's an important thing, but it's not the most important thing. The tournament next year is much more important, and So I will get the information after our session, probably, pretty much immediately after our session about the groups, and then I will forget it. Apart from the England group and the Germany group, all the other groups I will not know until 2018 in the summer. So, but can imagine. But I didn't speak to the players about it because it's not too important for us in the moment.